Friday morning and I haven't paid the lads yet because I'm skint and I've got to send invoices out to get paid to then pay the lads. So I'll have to try and finish the day, send the invoices and hopefully get paid straight away and then pay the lads, and yeah, we can survive another week until more invoices get paid. It's one of my favourite times of the day. It's package time. And I thought I had more, but I've only got two. This is weird because Trojan, don't they make condoms? I don't know what this is. I've half opened the thing on it. Oh, I know what it is. So, on the yard we've got a strapping kit. However, you'll have seen Tony and everyone fighting with it because it didn't have these sides on. So I didn't realise, I thought I was missing something. That's the company we get all the material machines from China from. I've been chatting with her this morning about, I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, when we've been strapping this has been like falling off the side and looping, and then it's an absolute nightmare. So everyone who's used the strapping kit will be made up to see that. And yeah, I don't know if it's packaged by the condom company. And then this one, oh, I know what these are. These are, I've got loads of these, but I just don't know where they are. And amazingly, these are only like a tenner. So I just thought, oh, I'll just buy more because, you know, when you need them. So I've got two sets in. So now I can go outside and I can put my ladders on my roof and get them out the back of me call out van. Nice. That's it. Unless I've got more outside. No. Right, so, oh yeah, you'll have seen the message off the call company, the Chinese company, and it was just me coming up with ideas. Obviously, the next thing we're going to be looking at is a truck for the yard. So hopefully the operator's license comes through. I just wanted to put some feelers out to see if they had trucks, and they're always coming up on my suggested items on some of the websites from China, and they obviously do trucks. So I spoke to that company and she's come back with a truck, the 7.5 ton hook loader, so we can have different bins on it, which would be ideal. And then they also do mad bins in from what I've seen in China that I haven't seen in the UK. They do like compression hook loaders and stuff like that. So like, you know, when we're putting rubbish in on the tipper and then having to like jump up and down on it, similar to like a bin lorry, you go in and just crushes it, and then obviously you can get more in, and then you just tip the one load, then it's more condensed. So there's that idea. So she sent me a price. I'm sure it was under $30,000 for a brand new 7.5 ton hook loader with bins, and I was just like, that's insane, because I haven't looked, but I'll have a little look here and I'll try and find some brand new prices for a 7.5 ton hook loader. But I'm sure when I went to Hillhead, you're talking like 50-60 grand, I think. But I'll have a look. However, I always work backwards, because the one thing I hate in the world more than anything is insurance. So my insurance has gone up now, annoyingly. Now, one thing they told me was, I asked, I said, how come I've got another year's no claims and my insurance has gone up like 20%, not down? And they said that across the UK, he said last year was like a really bad year for insurances. They paid out £1 million an hour last year, and he said because of that they're all trying to like claw the money back, and everyone's put the whole board's put the prices up 20%. So they said to the brokers, they said, look, you know, anyone looking to renew, it's going to go up 20%. If they've had a claim, add another 10% on top of that, as a rough guide. But how insane is that, £1 million an hour? And I can believe that now, because remember the insurance claim we had for the public liability one, where we got the keys to this house, got a delivery, and the delivery driver said he put his foot down a water stop tap manhole cover, and obviously that went on for ages. This was years ago, and he was like sending it to like sending it to me, then sending it to the owner, then sending it to someone else, and it was like, and it come back to me because I had insurance, and his solicitors then were chasing my insurance, and my insurance just decided to pay out. So I got a thing through the other day. That claim has cost just under £11,000. I'm absolutely, and that guy will probably only get like £1,000 of that, and the rest of it is solicitors, and that was settled outside of court, so that didn't go to court. So they settled it because the court fees would have been like a lot more than that, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's what's up with this bloody country. I think I understand it's all there for a reason. However, like that, whatever. Obviously, no one's seen it, but let's just say he's fell down that incident should not be costing anyone £11,000. Wow. But I understand it's there for, you know, things do happen that people do need, obviously, insurance, and their lives are affected by it and stuff. It's just similar to car insurance and van insurance. Like, it's the people who take the mick that ruin it for everyone else. But yeah, enough insurance, because I've never, well, that's the first claim I think I've ever made. I'm trying to think. I've got the guy who went into the van, but that was on his insurance, I suppose. That's the first one that's been on me. But yeah, so plans for today. Tony's got a pallet of bricks, so he's going to meet me on the yard now. I'm going to lift that off with the forklift, fingers crossed it doesn't get bloody stuck. And then once I've lifted that off, I'm going to grab some bits from the yard. I'm going to go to the student job and we're going to brick that up to damp proof. That's the main aim of today. Like, I'm praying we get them small little extensions bricked up to damp proof. Especially now I've marked them out as well. We should just come in, throw mix on, carry on. And yeah, the lads on the tube roof job are fitting the steels today, and there's another steel that Tony can go and pick up for the back window. They want to make that window bigger for the kitchen, and yeah, and then I'm going to pop round there later because I've got to meet the Cozy Living. I'm going to meet Joe there. He's going to just go through, make sure that where we put the soil pipe for the toilet is in the right location, because they want to add a bathroom. Where we took a bathroom out at the back, because it was at the back of the kitchen, it doesn't really make sense. We're going to put it in the hallway, and it's closer to that bedroom then as well. And that way, the kitchen areas just, you know, will be a lot better. Feel like open plan and massive. But yeah, we're trying to make sure that the soil pipe's in the right place in the layout of the bathroom, so we can get all the first fix plumbing, electrics in for them. And I'm not sure how far he wants us to take that job. I'll have to have a chat with him. I mean, the other ones we've done for them, they've asked us to just keep going and going and going. But yeah, I mean, we've probably got too many people now again to be on one job, so we might have to do that, and then we've got another extension that we can start. I'd preferably like to start that now before we go into the bad weather. But yeah, hopefully end of the day, 2 steels in, and bricked up to damper on the student job, and then the steels are getting delivered. So yeah, another busy day. So I'm just on the yard waiting for Tony with the pallet, so I thought I'd screw some boards on while I'm waiting. So I can get 10 boards on. Oh, right, so we've got the pallets off the other job we're doing now. It's just where to put it. I need to move that pallet so I can put this one on top of it. So I might just I might move that one. Although there's any way I can put this now. They're smaller pallets, so I don't want to put anything on top of them. And I can't reach them because they're... So yeah, I'll have to drop this, grab that one, put this one on top of there. So we had a couple of pallets, didn't we? We probably had about 3 or 4 like ones with like at the end of the job, and we just had like 20, 30, 40, 50 brick on. So we've just been putting them all onto one pallet, and we'll get this bit wrapped and strapped. That can be the name of this video. Wrapped and strapped. I can put a picture of you with an ice cube next to it.
No pictures of me.
You wanted?
I just don't even have social media.
That's that another pallet wrapped and strapped. So we try and get 400 on a pallet. But yeah, ready to either go to one of our jobs or sell. And then we need to wrap and strap this one. However, you know, the lads are waiting for us to get the mixers. And it's already 10 o'clock, wow. So they're going to take a pallet now. Have you got a pallet, yeah? Yeah, he's going to take a pallet and get another pallet off that other job. So what I'm thinking is, the reason I've been keeping the pallets is because I'm thinking if we do jobs for people and they need reclaimed bricks, you know, we can charge them out at maybe £1.50 a brick. I sort of see they go between £1 and £1.50. So if we were selling them, you know, we'd probably get between £1 and £1.50. Whereas if we keep them and use them on the jobs or use them on my own jobs, then obviously it's free. But the idea I'm thinking is if I can put them somewhere out the way altogether, neatly stacked, it's just worth keeping them. Or, you know, tight for money at the minute, so if I could sell a few thousand maybe. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll just continue to get these off the jobs, but yeah, maybe I do sell them and they're taking up loads of space, aren't they? Right, I'm gonna go and get the mixer from the lock up and drop it off. So just on the western job, and that's nearly dry. I'm gonna wait for this to dry and then we'll come and do everything at once rather than in like dribs and drabs. So let's have a look in this bit. Ah, lovely. So as you can see, I've done a good job of that. So we've got 5x2s bolted into the brickwork, same that side, and then all new joist interlocking that one. And he said it's just the gas pipe I've got to solder on, which is this bit he's cut and that bit. So yeah, well done, Ben. Sound? Right, we're here today. These are all, so I know when I've done this, when I first started doing it, I used to worry about them settling, but because they're aerated block, they just absorb the water and they just obviously don't, well, we've not had an issue with them settling, so they're all ready to go now. So we can say, just gone and got the mixer a lot later than what I was hoping to do, but I feel like we've lost half a day. But I'll get on one side, Ben can go on the other side, and we'll see if we can get these up to damp proof. And then we want to get these up to damp proof as quick as we can, because when we do that, we can backfill all this and level this out, hardcore it, and then we've got somewhere to work off then, and we're not traipsing around in mud, because the sooner we get rid of this mud stage, the better. And the steels have arrived, so this is the big chunky fella that's going to go across the back. 203, 46, that is. So that's going to go across the back here. Now you can see Phil's putting the padstone in, and then that side we're getting the padstone in, because we're going to keep the nib, because we're not doing a party wall, we're going to have a bigger nib there. But yeah, Phil's just leveling that padstone, and then quicker we can get this big fella in, the better really. It means we can just shore everything up, and it means we can take that wall out, and when we're up to damp proof we can concrete this floor in one go, rather than doing like bits and then having to, because you'll always have to self level if you do that. You'll never get it perfect. You eating mud there? You eating mud there?
Yeah.
We've got a mix ready. So we've got the big steel, we've got 2 that go that way onto the extension wall that we're going to build, and then 2 they're going to replace this, and I was thinking, oh well, this is the external wall there, so I was thinking it was double skin. However, it's only single skin up to obviously the joist they've used for the roof. I'm not sure why they've done that, maybe just to say brickwork or... But we're going to have to... This is going to turn into a flat roof now. So what we've got to do is put the two steels in here, and we're going to have to brick up and remove that timber. So we'll have to put acros in, prop it up, take that timber out, and then rebuild this brickwork on top as well. That way, when we put our flat roof on, it'll see brickwork on show, not, you know, a big massive piece of flashing. Right, we've got a mix on, so I'm going to start laying. I forgot, I haven't filmed any of this. So I've got the front bit, that's our damp-proof height there. And then this side, we're going to do the damp-proof there, and then we'll carry this on in block up to the height of the brickwork, and then we'll carry on from brickwork then, because it'll be quicker and easier. How are you getting on? Right, lads are on the lunch, and you can see there's the concrete floor that we're going to level off, which is here. And what I'm doing now is, when I first started, the guy who I was doing it with just used to lay this on. But then I used to say to him, well, what stops, like, you know, what stops that from moving? Like, if it's just, obviously, he said it was like the weight just hold it down. I was like, no. And then we've done them before where they've not had we've took walls down before that didn't have any mortar underneath the damp proof, and you can just push them over. So once you get the weight off the top, or like the side in, the wall this just rocks the brick that's on top. Or if that's bricked up but that's not got anything underneath, it literally just rocked off. So always put mortar underneath your DPC. And anyone who's thinking about, obviously, what does damp proof mean, or it is literally like, all it is a piece of plastic, and it's just got this texture on it to make it more grippy so that you can obviously adhere to it. But literally it's just like 1 mil thick of plastic. So that stops, if this was a swimming pool here, it would come to here and it wouldn't transfer to the next brick, because obviously plastic's waterproof. What we then do as well is we can put our membrane up the wall here. So this bit stops it coming up there, and then we have a damp-proof membrane that comes up the wall. So literally no water can come up through there into the house at all. As I was saying, we need to dig a load of that away, because if that's our level there, Phil started digging the pipe out. So Ben has laid a pipe just loose, basically, so that we know that that bit is going to be the mains out to the main sewer, and then we'll run that internally, because there's 2 bathrooms, or one, is it 1 or 2? 2 bathrooms on the ground floor here, I think. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay a block on here, and then I'm going to put another damp-proof 600mm wide one that's going to sit on this course, come up and sit on top of this block, and that way anything that falls in the cavity always goes outside. We don't want anything coming inside the house. Everything needs to be going away from the house. So if there's any condensation in this cavity. Wall ties. Where's the box of wall ties? By the front door should be a box of metal ties. Just bring that over. I'll put some in here. Nearly forgot that. So we put wall ties in here. It used to be more so when we used like airful and other insulation, because you didn't want your insulation going below the damp proof, because if insulation went here, water could be soaked up into the brickwork. So we used to put ties here. However, we use rigid insulation now. Yeah, so here's a wall tie. The most annoying things. It's like a game of operation trying to get them out. So these sit, obviously these tie the 2 walls together, and they have this little bend in them. Now that bend is for what I've just said about condensation. So if any water comes down and hits this, what we want to do is drip off. We don't want it sitting on here, because if these, you'll see somewhere they used to use, these are stainless steel, whereas they used to use just normal ones, and what happened was it'd get condensation in the cavity they'd corrode away and the walls wouldn't be tied in together, so you just have two walls, just, you know. It's amazing what that does, because if we built a single skin wall up 3 meters high, it just blow over in the wind. But by using these ties and putting the two together, creating a 300 wide stability, it makes like a massive difference. Anything else? I don't think so. Right, I'll get this bit up and show you the next bit. So there's our internal damp proof, and I say we put another one at the top there that will then catch any condensation and put it to the outside course, and then we just put little weep vents in between the block now so it can exit. Oh, my back, I've got a bricklayer's back already. What have you got on, Capital? That was already on. I've just been to Alexander Steel and got the last steel, so that one needed a bit of fabricating, so that's why they said pick it up today. But you haven't done any prep for that yet, have you? Been doing the other one? Yeah. If you go left at the end and then left again. Right, let's go and see how you're getting on this other job. So, just on this job, and I'm surprised how much has come out of this. So we've still got the strip of full there, keeping the full bricks. Hey, it looks better, doesn't it? Looks miles better, doesn't it? Has he been in yet, Joe? No? I'll ring him now, see if he wants to come and have a look. Oh, is that the bit you had to pack up? Oh yeah, we've done well getting that in, haven't you, without the ceiling and all that coming?
I just tapping it in, I just went boom.
Yeah.
Just come back, it's like a card, so I've left them
What's...
until dry.
I was going to say, yeah, they can come out, can't they? I'd pull that plasterboard off.
Yeah, I probably just let that set, it's all wobbly.
I was going to say, pull that off and check what's there. So I need to come and do a day, don't I, moving all the elec in that?
It's getting capped off, or you know, reroute them.
That's what I mean. I'll figure out which runs where. Is that because you've had your saw?
No, boss, that.
Is it good?
Bad thing of ours, the battery.
Is it?
Nah, battery, but it's about 10-15 minutes max.
Yeah.
I'll probably sit something now on charge.
That's good though, the way that's all flush now.
Boss, with the thing on, it's down the water. All the water's off the straw. Cut through it.
I mean, they'll be made up with this now. Like this is what sells the houses, you know what I mean? So before, he was like, you know, the bedrooms are sound on this, but there's just no kitchen, living room space. It was crap. Whereas this now, if we put the bathroom there, let me ring them actually, because he was meant to come and meet me. So we figured out what we're going to do here. So what they want to do is the bathroom there that we took out, that was, you know, at the back of the kitchen, which, you know, doesn't really make sense nowadays. What we're going to do is we're going to section this bit off. So we've marked out a 1200 mil shower, which will be like a sliding door shower at the end. By 900 comes to there. So that will be the shower. So we're just gonna box that bit off. So what you could do is, I mean, I think they're more bothered about cost. If it was my house, I'd maybe make that a boxing in, but if it's just a landlord's job and they want it like cheaper, just box that off completely.
Just make that room square.
Yeah, make that room square. And then we're going to put a 6-inch stud here and there. And then that gives us shower. We've got 20 centimetre gap. Then the toilet's 400 mil wide. So that X is where now inside the stud. That's why we're using a 6-inch stud, because we're going to bring a 4-inch soil pipe up plus the outer perimeter of the bend. So that now, the lads have got to channel out this concrete to the outside there and connect it to the mains, so that we can get obviously a mains connection to here, but it'll all be hidden. So the pipe will come up the wall and then go straight into the back of the toilet. And then at the other side, the sink. So we have 20 centimetres from the shower to the toilet,
20 centimetres from the toilet to the sink, there's a 500ml sink. And then from here to the stud, we can put a towel rod. And then we've worked out here that you can see this scratch line is the swing on the door. So what we're going to do is you'll walk in here and there'll be a door here that opens that way onto that wall, and you walk in and you'll have a sink there, toilet, and then obviously a shower with a door sliding that way. That way, this way is completely free, so you can walk up, get in the shower, come out, sit on the toilet, wash your hands in the sink. Obviously the towel rod will be, you come in, shut the door, that's when you'll be using the towel rod. And then we're just going to move this bit here now and put a door frame across here, and we've made sure that's wide enough to get a full 30-inch door in. So that'll swing this way onto the stairs, which now, because we've made this open plan, we've got to stud this bit of the stairs down, because that's got to be a protected fire route out of the house if there's ever a fire. But then you'll open this door that way and you'll walk in and you'll have like seat and couch bit there, and then you'll have a big open plan kitchen, living room, and then this is the bit where we've just brought the steel off, isn't it? So you've took all this off, so you're gonna have to take that timber out. So prop. Yeah, true. So prop above that, and this is going to be where the kitchen area is. So when I was chatting with the Cozy Living Joe, I said I'd keep all that in for light. I said I'd put doors in there. I said doors in there onto the garden, because like it would have made it dead light and that, wouldn't it? But he was saying he'd rather have, you know, a proper kitchen bit in. So the best way of doing that would be just to have base units there, wrap round, and even come like somewhere down here if you wanted. So this is the bit where we weren't expecting. Obviously there's a chimney stack above this, so you'll have to pull this plaster off, so I'll go and have a little look upstairs. But you can see it, obviously we get these on all the student ones, like people take them out and just stagger them. I just don't understand where the other bit of the chimney's gone. Upstairs, because if I go upstairs, that's a, yeah, as you saw, that's the new curved tiles.
20 years of pointing now.
You must be pushing too hard. So if we look up here, you're just seeing that small chimney, but when you come up here in the back room, obviously it looks like it's a full wide chimney, which there. So I don't know where this other bit of the... Hey, it's just studded, Mick. So that chimney's only actually that big. And this bit, you can hear, look. Oh no, maybe they've boxed in front of it. I was going to say so that bit there is solid. And then there and there is just studded out. So I reckon that's only a single skin chimney, you know. Yeah, I reckon it's the same as that, but they've just studded it like what we're going to do there now. Like what we're going to do there now, like just smooth the room off. I think that's what they've done up there. So there's nothing there. Nothing there yet. No, that's sound then. So we'll just have to come up with something here. I mean, it's only a small chimney that, but we could do with this ceiling like as flush as we can. I mean, why have they done that drop ceiling so much? Oh yeah. All right. Well, we'll leave that in, because we don't want to start messing around with that. It's going to cost too much, isn't it? And then we'll probably stud this bit the same, do you reckon? Just so it's like it all looks. Yeah. We'll do that then. So if you wanna, obviously Monday, try and get this steel in. Yeah, try and get this steel in. Yeah, and then I can order this window then. Right, if we get a measurement now externally, I'll order that now, because that'll probably take longer than anything else we're doing on here. Waiting for that window to come. Right, let me get a measurement of that now, actually. Ow. Look at, what do they call, Budlier? Like, we're like the Budlier team at the minute. But that's good, because the other one went like way more down, didn't it? I can't believe it's got that big.
And the wall hasn't gone over, fell over.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the worst ones I've seen, man. And then what about the one at the back? We need to cut that out. It's what? Yeah? The what? 2-4. Well, 2-4-5, isn't it?
Would you not have a little bit of play on either side, no?
Yeah, that you've got. No, I think it'll come exact. So as long as that's straight. So what you do is measure the bottom.
Bottom's a bit tight.
The bottom 2-4-4.
It's like 10 mil, I don't know.
Okay, so 2-4-4, and then give us the height. Well, the height we'll try and get from inside. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock now.
Feels like it.
So what I'm just deciding now is, I prefer when things are symmetrical and you come in, so I reckon this will look crap if, I know that one's lower.
This is only 970 just so long.
970, so that'll do to the worktop, won't it? It's just if they want sockets and stuff at the back, so, but we're not changing this, so I'm just thinking I'd prefer that. I'm not too bothered about that height. It would look better, wouldn't it? But then I'm on about that height. So if we match, if you put the lintel in the same height as that, you know, when you're in here, then it won't look daft. Because if we do that now and lift that up, to me that looks a bit odd. So if we do, this is staying, we'll have to match that. So bring the lintel down, that one. Bring that down to that height, yeah, and then at least it'll look. And then I'm just thinking whether to keep that still the same height or whether to lift it.
No sockets along between the windows.
Yeah, but only between the windows. Yeah, so do that. Keep it the same as that. Yeah. So measure that now, the height of the window externally. Because you'll have all plasterboard and that way when it comes it'll be the same. So if you measure to the bottom of this sill here, know what I mean, like that, look, so there to, so what, 1100, so 1100 by, what was it, 244, was it 244 the width? So 1100 by 244. I'll order that window now then, and then if you get, obviously, when you get the lintel in, keep it.
Price off running for us, but they can do it 7-day term now.
Oh yeah, come. Well, ask him, yeah. I'll draw it out. So we're talking about, we're going to needle the back of the house to get this steel in. And Mick was just saying about putting 4 in, so we'd need 8 acros. So that's a needle. So what a needle is this is it where you've got like mortar, so, and these holes marry in with these so that we can bolt them in. So you put one of these, and that's the size of a brick. So we've ordered these, we've made them. So you knock a hole out and send that through. You put a bit of mortar on it, and then you pop it up, and the mortar pushes in between the brickwork, and you leave that to set overnight. Come in, that's solid, and you've got like a thing either side. So go on, Eddie, quiz time. How much weight does a strong boy take? 1.4 ton. 2 ton. Takes 350 kilograms. How much does a needle take with a steel? 1350, I think. Yeah, ages ago. I'll put it here if it's wrong. But yeah, they don't take. They're only made for like doing a doorway. So if you want to alter the doorway, you put one of them in. It's single skin. But like when I started, everyone used to use them for like massive big 6 metre steels, and they'd be holding 2 courses up. And if you've ever fitted them, when you fit one, it bends. So the outside course isn't actually touching it. What you're relying on then, double skin, is the soldier course further up, which spans the... Yeah. Yeah. So I always use needles when we can. So I'd put, if it's double skin, always use needles, I say. But yeah, if you get 4, so if you pick a acro up from the other job, and then try and get that in, because we need the acros on the other job to get the big steels in. So you need one more. But it's what, seized? Oh no, we have used that one. You just hit it out with a hammer.
Do you need to take any loads? You in there as well?
Yeah,
Take some now.
Someone's bank card, so we put it on YouTube.
Can't
Right.
remember. Sort code.
Right,
3
so
digits on the back.
we're having a little bit of an issue, because we dug out this for the soil pipe, and Phil was asking me, like, what measurements, like, where's the soil pipe, and I was like, I don't know, I've got the Jordans, but they haven't got measurements on. But they are to scale, but then they're taking on like a camera on a phone, so I was like, I don't know, I haven't got the measurements for you. And then I was chatting with the owner, and he was talking about obviously the cartilage and 50% and blah blah blah, and he said, oh, we could have took this extension further, and I was like, you can't take it any further because you can only do 3 meters on permitted development. And he was like, oh, it's not 3 meters though, this extension, it's like 2.8 or something. And I was like, what do you mean it's 2.8? And I was like, the plans I've got, I haven't got any measurements on, but it looks like a 3 meter extension, and we've always done 3 meters. And he was like, no, we brought this one back. And so because we haven't had the plans with the measurements on, we've had to obviously crack on and get stuff done. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a setback, but yeah, I mean, we'll crack on with other stuff. The joists are coming Wednesday. The steels can now go in on here. This roof's actually now staying in, the one that we were about to take out, so it's a good job I did speak to the owner, because he was like, no, that one's actually staying in. Someone's pulling my juice off. So this extension's getting changed now, which is a bit annoying, but it's good that it's now and not later on when it's going to cost more.
You do 3 days.
Right, I'll chain these up and we'll go, yeah.
If you're going on that.
Sound.
What do we say to people, Ben?
Hooroo.
Yeah, you're not
Hooroo.
It's Friday.
That's what they say in Australia. Hooroo.
Hooroo.
Yeah, bye.
It's 4:35.
Is that what they say? Hooroo? How do you spell hooroo? H-O-O or H-U?
You'd have to ask a proper Australian.
It's not Joe. H-O-O-R-O-O.
That is my style. So I've come to G-Bar, but they've screeded the floor. They wanted me to have a look at what they want to do for some things, and I've just been chatting to my mate then, who's a firefighter. The Garland's club's actually caught fire in the last hour. So the firemen have been here, like, blasting it with water. Said they're gonna be here till about 8 o'clock tonight, making sure it's out. But yeah, there's nothing I can do now because we've squeezed the floor, so I'll have to try and come back tomorrow or something. And yeah, hopefully they manage to get that fire out and doesn't spread anymore. Oh, eventful days, eh? Right, that is it for Friday. No more fallout, hopefully.